Hello, welcome back. Box1 here, and today we're going to be reviewing this set. This is Darth Vader's transformation from 2017. It has 3 figures, 3 little droids, and some pretty nice play functions with this build here. So let's get into the figures first. I guess we'll start with the droids and we'll work up to the actually cool minifigures. Starting off, we have this small little probe droid type thing that attaches to this. This can hold the lightsabers of Darth Vader and Palpatine, which I'll show after I show them off. And I'll just do a little spin around of this guy. He's pretty simple build, just uses some snot pieces and stuff like that. Next up, we have this 3-armed droid, one at the back, which I just have this large 4-way spanner, and then a screwdriver, and this. This one, which I'll show next, has all the correct tools, I believe, that were shown in the instructions, but you can just put whatever with this guy. And he's pretty nice. He has the normal battle droid legs, trans neon orange, lights being a bit odd, but it's pretty simple little build here. Next up is my favorite of the droids, not because it's just the best build, but also because it's kind of like this guy. This is the original 1997 or 1977 Kenner assistant medical droid, and then we have the Lego one here. And this is just a slightly darker version, though, from the transformation. And I think it's pretty cool. It has all those tools that are on the sprue, or not on the sprue, they were in a bag. There was a older sprue type. But, yeah, it has the little vials, I'm guessing maybe blood or some other fluid, and then another fluid there. And it has, again, some nice trans neon orange here. I'll show you another overview. Kind of like, very similar to this guy. This guy's a bit more arms, though, and this little extendy one here. And his head can move up and down, so that's cool. Anyway, next figure. Away from droids and onto minifigures, we have this very crispy burnt Anakin with his little robot legs there. And he has, obviously, the burns all over him. Very similar to the older one, but definitely quite different as well in the printing and just color as well on that arm especially. I really like this figure. I think he looks really good, just like how burnt he is in the show. And, yeah, he uses the same head as the Vader in this set, which makes sense. They use the same burnt head, which I guess I'll just show him off now as well, since he's here. This is just your standard Vader. He does have leg printing, though, here. And you can see he has a cape and the 2-piece helmet that is just applied here, if I can put it back on. And there's actually a feature to put it on in the set. Well, the light is really screwy this time, but I'll take his lightsaber off and we'll use that on the rack later. But here we have the final figure of this set, if it'll be less blurry. Let's see if that'll help. Yeah, we have Emperor Palpatine, try and get the glare off of that, in his Sith robes and everything like that. I don't know if he has a double-sided face, I haven't actually checked. He does, he's a very angry face there, and he has a gold-hilted lightsaber, which is kind of cool. Also to show some back printing, which he doesn't have, so kind of interesting there. And he just uses that old hood piece that they used in black. Now, we have the lightsabers, we can actually put them on the stand. And that is what it looks like with the 2 lightsabers on it. I'll show you, this can actually attach to the set and sit right there. We're actually going to get into the set now, the actual build. The set is actually pretty simple. In its build, however, it does have some pretty cool little features like this one, which I'll show you in a second, and this and everything like that. But first, it is an octagon shape, has 8 sides, and it has some these are some pretty simple little Technic features here that just throw these off. So when Darth Vader does the very loud no, he can launch all the stuff off, which is a pretty cool little feature there. I think that's actually shown on the front cover of the instructions there. And you can put this guy on the other one. And also, you can fling him a bit, which is kind of cool. I do like having that little tiny play feature to show some little things from the film. Here is the more Technic heavy part, and this is kind of like the previous year's Boba Fett's, or not Boba Fett's, but Carbonite Freezing Chamber, in that it uses this piece and it can move around like this. This needs to be back. And what that is used for is if you grab your Anakin and your Darth Vader, you can take off this guy's helmet first off, because that'll be important for later. But you can put one on this side, and then you can give him some motion sickness and spin it around, and then put Anakin on the other side, and have the droids work on him. That guy flew off again. And once they're done working with him, you can flip it over to there, and if I do find the helmet, there we go, you can actually put this in these rubber parts here, and if you line it up with the actual thing, it can go on his head. You may need to actually work it with it a bit, but it can work, and then go like that. And then you have your completed Darth Vader. He can go up and then break free and launch the droids. So, pretty cool. I actually quite like this. And also, you can put your Palpatine right here as he overwatches or oversees the operation to turn Anakin to Darth Vader. Very cool. I'll quickly give you a different angle so you can see how that works and stuff like that. Just pop on that guy's head. But you can see where the Anakin goes, just right under there. And then I'll just give you an underside view. Uses these very interesting pieces to change the angle by 45 degrees. So, pretty cool. I definitely like this set. Anyway, that is basically my opinion on the set. I think it is great. I think it has great minifigures, some cool play features. I really don't have any downsides to this set. To be honest, I think it's basically perfect. But, yeah, I think it's quite cool. I like the figures in it, as I said. And, great set from 2017. A really good year, 2017, for some LEGO, since it had Rogue One and all that stuff. But I do hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.